Hello, it's January 20th. This is awkward because my girlfriend just left the room and now I feel like she's listening to me. Are you listening to me? Maybe not. Anyways, the question that I want to pose today is am I depressed? I've been like here, let me back up. Yesterday, I was listening to Let It Happen by Tame Impala, and like I'm out of my Tame Impala phase. It just happened to come on, and I just got very down. It's like, man, I remember how much fun I used to have, and now I feel like I have no fun. And I've always kind of been insecure about not having fun. So then I dig deeper, and I'm like, am I just not a fun person? You know what I mean? Um, or am I not doing things because I am, depressed? Like, most of the time I wake up, I don't have motivation to do it, and I just have a good amount of willpower. Not not to sound arrogant or anything, but the the reason why I do get most of my things done is just sort of sheer willpower. I would argue, and willpower, motivation. What's the difference? I'm not sure, but there's that, and I don't know. It feels like there's sort of some undercurrents when it comes to my mental stability and being down. um I don't know, I don't truly think I'm depressed. There's been times in my life where, sorry, I'm very fidgety, but there's been times in my life where I for sure uh there's some idealization going on in a certain direction, if you know what I mean. And while I still struggle with that, I don't know, I'm just like, should I go see a therapist? I have childhood trauma, you know? I don't really need to get into all the nitty gritty, but I don't know. I feel as if my emotional baseline, in terms of, if you just want to put it in very black and white terms, positive and negative, I feel like there's a bit of an upward trajectory. While it's not linear in any shape or form, it has gotten better, but I don't know. This is just a question I was asking myself. Um, yeah. I just was making sure I was still recording. I'm pretty tired. I had work this morning and I came home, and that's why this journal is going to be a few moments late. I couldn't get it done this morning. I kind of slacked off this morning before work. I mean, I didn't really have anything to do, but I could have done this. Work was very slow, which definitely contributes to me being tired. I always feel like, when you get done a hard day of work, you get off and you kind of just like have this energy surge because you're happy to get off and all that. I don't know. There's really not a whole lot for me to discuss today. I'm about to go to the gym with my girlfriend. Then we're gonna go to a brewery, get some food, maybe a few drinks, and then have a chill night. Oh yeah, I also got down last night just because it's like, there's a concern about, or I have a concern about, like, friends and having fun and all that good stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love to have fun. Well, that's actually the issue. My version of fun is not the typical version of fun. And that's just like, it gets me second guessing myself. I don't have the urge to party and things like this. I've discussed this in many journals now. But just, like I said, second guessing. Is it because I'm depressed? I don't know. I don't think so, but there's not a I don't really have like an overwhelming lust for life, if that makes sense. Uh, I don't know. It's sort of like rationality. How can you truly tell if you're being irrational? I don't know. I think it's a valid question. But yeah, just some interesting thoughts I've had lately. Um, my one of my grandparents that I'm not necessarily close to called me and was just like discussing funeral plans with me and like, do you want to be power of attorney and stuff? And it's like, geez, this is pretty crazy. Um, I don't know if that's the legality of me saying this in a public space or not. I don't know. I'm not a law student, but so that thought process is definitely interesting. I've got that to look forward to in my life, calling my future child or grandchild and, talking about the process of what happens, what occurs after I die. Um, but no, that doesn't really have any contribution to like my emotional state and mental state at the moment. It was just intriguing, especially considering I'm like not super close to that side of the fam, to the fam. But yeah, there's lots of geopolitical tensions right now too. I don't really know if I need to get into that, but I don't know. I wonder if that's having some sort of bearing on what I'm feeling at the moment. I've been having like very political discussions with one of my friends who is educated, which I can appreciate, but they're also, we disagree with a whole lot. So like, I don't know. I probably need a bit more caffeine. I feel like this is like the lowest intensity journal yet, but I've probably rambled for long enough. There's some playoff football on today, which I guess is cool. The Lions played tomorrow. I'll make some predictions like I did last week. Let's see, who do we have today? Texans, Ravens. Ravens at home in the cold. Give me the Ravens. And then later is Packers, 49ers. The Packers have been on a pretty strong run. Jordan Love's been playing some great football. The Niners have a bye, and the same with the Ravens, so like that's always interesting. I wish I knew who was historically good coming off of a bye, but I think the Niners will get it done. But it'll be a close game. And then tomorrow, Chiefs at Bills, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I feel like both of those teams have kind of just like stumbled into where they are now. But give me the Chiefs. I just see Josh Allen turning the ball over one too many times for the Bills. And the Chiefs defense has been pretty good. And then Bucks at the Lions. My Lions. I don't want to underestimate the Bucks, but I do feel pretty confident about the Lions winning tomorrow. It feels like whenever Goff doesn't throw an interception, we win. I don't know. I just think the offense of the Lions has too many ways to win the game, whereas the Bucks have, they don't have as many routes to victory, so to speak. So yeah, have a good Saturday, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace and love.